What's good, man? First and foremost, good morning, man. Ain't no morning like a good morning. Ain't no morning like a good morning. Let me say this, man. Whatever happened yesterday, man. Ain't nothing you can do about that. Put it behind you and keep moving. But what you can do is always try to be a better person than you were the day before, man. That's the number one goal in life, right? It's number one goal in life. All right, man. Y'all see what time it is? It's that time of morning for the word of the day. But I can't do it without the rifle. Can't do it without the rifle, right? Got the black rifle in one hand and the H2O in this hand. They go hand in hand, both of them water. This gonna keep you hydrated, this gonna wake you up. It's a hell of a punch, man. And that's for real, man. Before I get started, man, look. Y'all go to www.com, OG Hollywood Speaks, and get that Savage Drive gear. Or you can just Google it. Just Google it. Savage World. And watch what show up. Yep. It's mainstream now, man. Just put it in your Google, Savage World. And watch what happens. You can get that, right? Yep. So, man, the day is a little bit different from yesterday, right? The reason why I say that is because there ain't no test today. It's the normal thing, man. Study, right? And with some people, they say practice make perfect. But with me, I say practice make permanent. If you practice at your craft, you will be good at what you do, man. But the day you lay off is the day you miss the payoff, man. And understand this. Like I always tell you, everybody ain't gonna be for you. It's gonna be more people against you than it is for you. I used to wonder why a lot of people used to hate Michael Jordan. A lot of people used to hate Michael Jordan. And the reason why they hated him, because he would always win, right? And I could never figure that out. I thought that was the ultimate goal is for you to win, right? But when you have been unsuccessful in your life, for whatever reason, you hate people that succeed. And I don't even think you hate the person. You don't hate the person. Or you don't hate the situation. Put it like that. You don't even hate the situation. Because for one, you cannot dislike or hate what you don't know. And that's facts. If somebody waking up this morning that is disliking a situation and they disliking a person that's in the situation. And that's just the way of the world. It's been going on even before whomever see this video. It's been going on before I was ever born. It's been going on, it was going on in World War II. You know, before they dropped Hiroshima, it was disagreements. It was disagreements. And can you imagine how many people hate America, man? Imagine how many people hate America. You can go all the way back to 9/11, where they went on the planes and took over the planes, you know, and ran into the building in New York. 9/11. That's how many people hated America. So imagine how many Americans hate Americans. I know that might sound crazy, man, but it is, man. It is, man. And all you can do is sit back and laugh, man. All you can do is sit back and laugh, man. But when you laugh about it, you think about it. Once again, when you laugh about it, you think about it. And when you think about it, the only ultimate answer you can come up with is ignorance. Ignorance. How many people you know that's in your environment or that you see on a daily basis that you consider ignorant? Now, don't consider them ignorant just because they got a promotion and you didn't, or they wife or their girlfriend, whomever look better than the spouse you with. Don't consider them ignorant on that note. You consider them ignorant because they don't use logic in certain situations. That's when a person becomes ignorant. But it's all right to think ignorant. That's all right. Because like I said, the mind's a terrible thing in the waste. So you can think ignorant as long as you don't act on it. But the minute you act on your ignorance, then you put yourself in that category as ignorant. Simple as that. I didn't say arrogant. I didn't say arrogant because arrogant is next to confidence. I must prefer a person to be arrogant and confident than ignorant. I wish we did have more people that were arrogant and confident. But we don't. We don't. But I will say this though, and this is before I get to the word of the day, right? And y'all already know I don't when I get my word of the day, I don't stay on like that. I get a word of the day and I move on with the hopes of, giving somebody some type of inspiration, man. Let them know, man, if you had a fucked up day yesterday, then hopefully you'll have a better day today, man. That's why it's 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, man. It's for you to fix what you didn't fix in your life the day before, man. It's for you. It ain't for nobody else. Remember that. Because what's important to you has never been important to anybody else. And that's just the way it should be. Because what that does is it keeps you in your lane. It keeps you in your lane. And that's real. And let me get back to this. Let me say this. Let me say this, man, because I don't know if a lot of y'all heard this last time. People got syndromes. And I always like to use this, that some people got the Ray Lewis syndrome. And some say, where's the Ray Lewis syndrome? Well, the Ray Lewis syndrome is when you try to be on every tackle in every play. That is the Ray Lewis syndrome. In other words, you try to be a part of every conversation and you want to be on every page. And you pay attention to everything, even the things that don't even concern you. But you somehow put yourself in that position to take on that challenge. That is the Ray Lewis syndrome. And that is what we're dealing with in today's society. But it didn't just start, though. It didn't just start. It's been an ongoing situation even before I was here, even before anybody else was here. It's been going on forever, man. But that's just my analysis, and that's why I gave it the Ray Lewis syndrome. So if you're guilty of having the Ray Lewis syndrome, get rid of that, man. Get rid of that, man. Shout out for those that got up to go take care of the business this morning, man. All well ends well. In other words, hope you make it to where you're going, and hope you make it back from where you went to. Because you understand your assignment. And your assignment is that people depend on you to go where you're going and to come back. Because we already know we live in a struggling world, man. We live in a struggling world. And most of us don't have the same opportunities. Let me rephrase that. Most of us don't have the same opportunities. And the reason why most of us don't have the same opportunities is because we don't put the work in to get the same opportunities. Remember I said, 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week. So that gives you the opportunity to achieve the same goals as the next woman or the next man. But it ain't gonna happen if you stay grounded or complacent in your everyday life. You have to get up and do something about it, because nobody's gonna give you anything. And for those that miss that, the word of the day is opportunity. The word of the day is opportunity. But you have to create your own opportunity. And in the mix of creating your own opportunity, you have to be optimistic about it working. You can't be discouraged about what somebody say that you can't do, although they're talking about themselves. Never ever let a peon steal your neon. Never let a peon steal your neon. And never ever give up a ham for a bowl of beans. Although beans is a meat substance, it's not meat. So when I speak, man, I don't speak to discourage, man. I don't speak to discourage. Nor do I speak to motivate you, because you have to be self-motivated to do anything in life. I just speak to add that 10% to your life versus add 100. So in other words, that's why I say keep it 110. Let what I say be the 10%, man. Because if you don't have confidence in self, there's nothing nobody else could do. But all I got to do is say this here, man. Create your own opportunity, man. Create your own lane. And in the midst of creating your own opportunity, remember this. You don't need nobody to clap for you, and you don't need nobody to cry for you. Because whatever you're trying to achieve in life, it's not going to be easy, man. It's going to be hard. That in which what comes with a struggle, in the end, it's appreciated. And nobody can reap that reward but you. You can look back on it and say, man, you know what? The only person that can give gratitude or to be grateful for the things that I achieve is me. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. Along the way, you're going to meet some people, and they're going to contribute to your success. And some might say, well, they are accountable for the things that you've achieved in life, which is somewhat a true statement. It's somewhat a true statement, because remember, you can't win a championship by yourself. There's nowhere in here you can do it by yourself. So when they say, you know what, I'm the reason for this happening, you tilt your hat and say, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you contributing. But they can't take sole possession of your situation. They cannot. They cannot take sole possession of what you've achieved in life, man. Because guess what? Everybody coming to your life for a season and a reason. And when they season up, they gone. Some leave on a good note, some leave on a bad note. But nevertheless, It's you that put the work in. You recognize the real opportunity, and you pushed it. And you pushed it. But at the end of the day, man, create your own opportunity, man. And allow others to celebrate it with you, man. It's simple, man. It's not hard. Ain't none of this hard. Ain't none of this hard. But don't ever give nobody full credit for where you going or what you've achieved in life, man. Because it was you that put the work in. It's just like being on a football team. The coach can coach the team, but it's the players that get the championship. You see it every day. Coaches always get replaced, but the superstar player stays. The superstar player stays. Bill Belichick, Tom Brady, they needed each other. Belichick called the plays, Tom Brady executed. But not on any given day, you'll hear Bill Belichick say, I was responsible for Tom Brady's success and his greatness. Because some would challenge that. Because he turned right around and went to Tampa Bay and performed at the same level. But they did sure stays together. And they understood that in which will work together is capable of winning the championship. It don't mean it's gonna happen all the time. But you have to create your own opportunity in your own situation. Place yourself in your own opportunity in your situation. And you will see what happens. You will see if you can duplicate the same thing that you once duplicated. Simple as that. It ain't in everybody. It ain't in everybody to put a lot of work in. That's why so many people get right there and they quit. Because this shit hard. I see it every day. I see people struggling with their identity, who they are, and who they want to become. That's what you got to figure out first. Where do your opportunities lie? What situation are you in? And how did you get to that situation? And what can you take from the situation? That's what you have to understand. And everybody ain't gonna move like you move. Because like I say, that what is important to you is not important to everybody else. That's what you have to remember. And in life, man, ain't nobody giving away nothing, man. Ain't nothing in life is free. Not even the air you breathe. Because if you breathe it on the wrong day, you just might die. And that's real. Ain't nothing free. Ain't nothing free. Everything has a price on it. And don't ever forget this. Anybody that you ever meet in life, they have an agenda. Whether it's a good or whether it's bad. It's up to you to decipher that. It's up to you. But your opportunity is your opportunity. It's not the next person's opportunity. Because if that's the case, guess what? It will be no Kobe Bryants. It will be no Shaqs. It will be no Mikes. It will be no Patrick Mahomes. None of those players would ever exist. And the reason why I'm naming high-level players, because they recognized their opportunity and they seized it. They knew everybody on the other teams wasn't gonna make it, but that didn't stop them for pursuing their professional career and becoming Hall of Famers. Everybody ain't gonna make it, man. Everybody on the team ain't gonna go. There's only a small percentage of people that make it to the NFL. All day they were good players in college. And we know some of those players that were good in college, but faded to the wayside. Only a small percentage succeed in a professional career, man. Simple as that. But that's the word of the day, man, is opportunity. You're gonna get an opportunity to succeed in life, man. It's up to you whether you take it or not. But you have to understand one thing. You can't take everybody with you. Because we all don't think on the same level. And along the way of success, it's gonna be a few people left behind. And the only ones that's gonna come with you is the one that's not bitter. The ones that's not bitter. But your opportunity is not theirs, though. It's only you for you to seize, man. You know, it's nothing greater than waking up and saying, you know what? You looking at the vision board and say, finally, man, finally. Things are working in my favor. Things don't always work in people's favor, man. Why? Because they create a situation, man, and they get tied to the situation, man. And that's for real. You gotta remember, in your mind, if you can't break free of a situation, then you're in the wrong situation, man. You're in the wrong situation, man. That opportunity is not for you. And it's all right to break free and start all over again. Start all over again. Start all over again, man. With the understanding, you know what? I tried that shit, it didn't work. But the only thing to fear is fear itself, man. The only thing to fear is fear itself, man. So, like I say, man, the word of the day is opportunity. What is your opportunity? I don't know. Recognize it. Seize the moment. And if it don't work, cash it out and go back to the drawing board, man. Because what works for you ain't gonna work for nobody else. But don't allow a situation or a person to tell you what you need to do when they not doing it for themselves. Simple as that, man. And remember, every day is game 7. Every day you wake up is game 7. And there's no plan B. There's only plan A. But whatever you put in, that's what you're gonna get out. And the only reward for work is more work. That's the worst thing that can happen in life. That whatever you put down, it starts to work. And on the back end of that, you get more work. And you get more work. And you get more work. Remember that. The only reward for work is more work. But the opportunity is yours. Seize the moment, man. That's all I gotta say, man. So I appreciate y'all for tapping in. I'll be back tomorrow. Same bat channel with the word of the day. So if you're out there and you're going to get that. And take care of the business. And don't let nobody else's situation become your situation. Simple as that. Remember to hit that like button, that subscribe button, man. Salute.